Hey guys, hope we are all doing well. Welcome back to another reaction video, and a reaction video that I wasn't expecting to record. But I was supposed to be recording some drum stuff today. Came onto my laptop to get everything set up. Ended up on Facebook and doom scrolling for a little bit, which is always just one big waste of time. But thankfully, this video appeared and I watched the first 20-30 seconds. I thought, you know what? I need to sit and do a full reaction of this. A very special video. We finally get to see Nicko McBrains back behind the drum kit. Obviously, of course, not with Iron Maiden, but this is the Titanium Tart project that he is doing. I'm not sure if this is over in America, in Florida, at his bar. I don't actually know where this is, but I'm sure we'll find out. But what a special video this is. My absolute hero, back behind the kit. Of course, I think we probably accept we'll not see him play with Iron Maiden, who knows, maybe ever again live on stage. But he did say in an interview that I've just heard as well, that maybes if Maiden end up, touring nearby and the dates align, maybe he might get up and do a song or two on stage, which would be really special to see. But for now, we have this one, which is Rime of the Ancient Mariner, so a very, very absolute long epic of a song. But I think we just jump straight into this because I started watching it and I thought I need to do a recording. So let's jump straight in. At that point, the video was meant to play, but it didn't. Let's try again. There we go. Obviously not playing the absolute full drum kit. But that's the ideal setup. The two toms above there, you still get plenty toms. No matter where you throw your arms, you will still manage to hit something, which helps. I know I say it all the time, pretty much every video, but I absolutely love Nicko. This is amazing to see him back behind the kit. And if we were really breaking down the drumming and the drum parts and stuff, obviously there's a lot of things that's maybe, I don't know, a little bit simplified or not quite as busy. But still, listen, just powering through those tunes. There's not many people that can drive a song forward like Nicko McBrains. And all those combinations. There we go. I knew that fill was coming because this is where I stopped it. Those doubles on the snares, he goes round. Honestly, we are going to pause it. I'll not do it too much because it's obviously a very long song anyways. But just to go back, this was one of the, when I actually think about it, this here, you've got those accents around the toms. This was one of the main things that I picked up from Nicko. Filling those spaces, those little ghost notes. The left hand always being super busy. Love it. Love it. A relatively simple thing, but it just, that is Nicko's style. So much feel in there as well. It's not just busy for the sake of busy. Get in. And that hi-hat's never stopped as well, the whole song, by the way. And I think that's the Legacy of the Beast tour kit that he's playing there. So you can see his right arm, which is obviously the side he's had the stroke on, I believe, is obviously not as busy as it always would be. But look at the left hand, always still hammering in them ghost notes. Still playing the stick the wrong way around, or the right way around. Back to front. And the right foot as well. The kick drum, never lost that. I say never lost that, as if I'm shocked to hear him playing so well. There's something so satisfying about those fills in this song. There's the accent. I love this. Those time changes, the stabs, the power of this song's unbelievable. Do we get the? There we go. There's the triplets on the kicks, or the three. Get in. But yeah, never expecting that Nicko had like ever lost it. That was never the case. I don't know why I'm shocked that this obviously is being played so well and sounds so good. The energy. And I saw them in Leeds on the Somewhere in Time kind of best of tour. And apart from a couple of fills that he obviously already talked about not playing and certain drum parts, there was nothing that was missing or felt like it was letting the band down in any way. Absolutely smashed the gig, smashed the set and every song, and I'm sure many fans would agree that we would have been happy him still playing live with Maiden and playing the songs in the way that he now is, but still understanding and respecting his, reason for maybe he's not wanting to tour live. Look at that, listen to that kick. The kick drum's still absolutely solid. And those triplets, I know it's the John Bonham triplets, but I attach those triplets now to Nicko more than I do anyone else. Love it. Imagine actually being the guys in this band that have Nicko powering them through the set and the track. Unreal. Let's be fair, we could probably, if we wanted to, we'd skip this section, but I'll use this as my chance to ramble on. Because yeah, I think every Iron Maiden fan would have been more than happy. We going to the gigs, we never felt like the songs were being let down in the way that maybe Nicko in some interviews, said that he was flagging and not able to keep up. And if we really listen out for it, maybe we see what he's talking about. But there was never anything that felt like it was letting there was nothing that felt like it was letting the band down at all. At all. And a shout out, by the way, as well to Simon Dawson, who's obviously landed the dream gig, and smashing that as well. It's a bit weird not seeing the Nicko McBrain, the wall of drums behind Harris and Bruce up in the middle, but this used to be so much fun to play live in all the Iron Maiden tributes. We never played it too much, but this little section here, still good fun. And yeah, I listened to an interview just before this video popped up on the Facebook doom scroll with Nicko McBrain on a radio show where they were talking about, he said there's no plans that he's aware of a new album, but it was something that they talked about probably when they released the last album, Senjutsu. But I think I say this all the time, I'm probably the only Iron Maiden fan that doesn't want a new album, because then my medley will be out of date. My Medley of the Beast video. And you see him leading with his left a lot now, obviously, kind of almost, I don't know if compromising is the right word, but obviously having to rethink maybe some ways that you would lead certain drum fills and things like that. To the point where his left hand is probably more reliable and stronger than my lead hand, my right hand. And those hi-hats, listen to those I love those signature Picey signatures. I've done that many times, left the snare off. I can't unhear that without pyros going off in the background when it kicks in there. I've listened to the Flight 666 and many of the live versions so many times. That drum fill when he goes around the kit and then kicks in with the cymbals, I can never not hear a huge explosion in the background. There's almost like that fill there. I'll try and explain this because I need some time to think about what I'm trying to say. One of the other things that I loved about Nicko's playing was that sometimes, I do it with cymbals as well sometimes, where he would actually crash where the snare would go, so you would miss the snare and go for the crash, and you would have this kind of like pattern interrupt, but it still drove the song forward. I'm trying to think. Moonchild is a really common one where playing the groove and then where a snare would go on the 2 or on the 4, like leading with throwing in another crash or dropping to a like a flam or a roll on the toms and then straight back round. It's like a really weird sort of pattern interrupt, but it still drove the song forward. There we go. And of course, the patterns on the ride. Nicko was the first person that I heard play something that wasn't just straight 8ths or straight quarters or 16ths. Throwing in those doubles, constantly just being busy on the ride and almost playing drum fills on the ride. Another really satisfying drum fill because you could kind of throw your right and left arm anyway. You didn't have to have them all playing on the same toms. And I think that was probably the way that you would maybe usually play this fill, or kind of the way that I would always. You can't beat those rolls around the kit. One of the other things that I got from Nicko was kind of separating kicks and toms, and the digga 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 digga, and those kind of triplets and 16ths, and sometimes actually having the hi-hat in there as part of the drum fill as well. Like, this guy just shaped my playing and approach to drums so much, and it's why I will never ever get bored of. Yes, it's why I will never get bored of watching him. Drum cams, drum playthroughs, drum clinic stuff. Just a contagious style of playing. And it's not really a style that you can like break down and really study. I feel like I did study it so hyper intensively. But there's some drummers in some bands where you can kind of like replicate their playing and break it down like binary, 101, this is how this person would approach this. But even when you go to watch a load of Iron Maiden tributes who try and copy Nicko, you kind of like, you can't, you absolutely cannot. Because it's just such a natural style of drums. Like, literally for him, it's just a native language get in. Love it. Yeah, it's a native language that just has zero processing time from brain to hands and feet. And I think that was one of the reasons when he talked about actually wrapping things in. Sorry. Oh, we could end up going through the full set at this point, which we'll not do. But yeah, when Nicko kind of talked about kind of like wrapping things in, I think that was one of the main things that he talked about, was that after the stroke was the delay in that time of what has been a native language and just zero processing time, so natural, no matter what he's thinking of he's not really thinking of playing anything, it just happens. And then all of a sudden after the stroke there's that processing time, and I guess that's been maybe the most like frustrating part for him, understandably. But it's really nice to see these videos and see him back up behind the kit and absolutely smashing it, as we've just seen. And again, on the last Maiden tour that he did, although people pointed out maybe certain things, and of course the drum fill was maybe, you know, he came out and said we'll just not be doing that big fill around the kit, and all of that makes sense. And I don't feel like there was anything that was ever missing or letting the band down, as he's maybe expressed in certain interviews. But yeah, what a really nice video that is to see. I couldn't not do a reaction video to this. As I say, it popped up on a news feed, and I just thought, let's actually, yeah, let's do a reaction video. Nothing much more to it really, other than maybe it's a way to procrastinate me not going on the kit. But I feel like I'm inspired now. So inspired by the hero and my hero once again, Mr. Nicko McBrain. And yeah, I need to go jump behind that kit and go do some tunes of my own, I think. So that is exactly what we are going to do. Really hope you've enjoyed this video. Such a nice, just a nice, positive, just a nice video, isn't it? It's just a nice video to watch, and so hopefully we've all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sticking around, listening to me ramble over a video that is probably much better to watch without me rambling over the top of it. But there we go. If there are any requests, as we've had a few now, of comments, recommendations for videos to have a watch of, react to, and maybe, who knows, try and break down some drum parts, then let me know in the comments. Otherwise, if you have not yet subscribed, please make sure that you do, because as always, there is plenty of stuff on the way. So if there are any requests, which we've had a few now, for songs to react to, videos to watch, or even drum parts to try and break down maybes, then drop them in the comments below. I will do my very best to get round to them. I've really enjoyed this one. Hopefully you have as well. Subscribe for plenty more on the way, both reactions and drum covers and drum content as well. And I will see you in the next one.